welcome back to Medium Rare Poetry. My name's Philet Mignon, and I will continue today with a caravanning theme, and these poems will be listed under my playlist Toe Food. um, when you're caravanning, you meet a lot of people, and some people are very serious about certain topics. And we came across a chappie who knew all about the problems that was had in the South Burnett region with a dam called Paradise Dam. It did breach its wall, and according to this fellow, who was an engineer and knows a lot about stuff, said that when they were building the thing, they batched the concrete incorrectly and therefore compromised the structural integrity of the dam. I found that hard to believe, actually, because when the government puts a whole lot of money into a dam, they would have the specifications to have the concrete blends correct. But who knows? I don't know. I haven't looked it up on Wikipedia or anything like that. Suffice to say that the Paradise Dam was compromised for one reason or another. And so, armed with this insufficient information and having travelled to a part of the upper reaches of the Paradise Dam called Mingo Crossing, I penned a poem that was equally dubious in its structural integrity. So I present to you today Paradise Lost, Then Found.
Paradise Lost, Then Found by Philet Mignon. Out here at Mingo Crossing, where the fishers are a-dossing, with their teeth in need of flossing, there's a story to be told. Nestled by the Burnett River, where the stream shrinks to a sliver, like an arrow in its quiver, an idea was born so bold. It wouldn't take much trouble, with a healthy load of rubble, and some bureaucratic bubble, lift some cash that they did hold. The river could use jamming, with compaction and some cramming. Safety lies in rampant damming, then the waters would withhold. But then insufficient money meant they used a bunch of bunnies, armed with shovels and a dunny, built a wall that shouldn't fold. The aqueous elixir leaked right through, they'd need a fixer, so they bought a concrete mixer and then plugged the gaping holes. To preserve some reckless spending, they took shortcuts in the blending, but you wouldn't know the ending, could soon sacrifice them old. Hopes and dreams and honest wishes that the dam would fill with fishes, catching bass that were delicious. Paradise, let's all behold. The flood came in 11, so much water fell from heaven, breached the dam by metres 7, and the architects turned cold. When the torrent thus subsided, all the makers were derided, for the dam had now been blighted. See, their concrete was not whole. 50 farms were inundated, every town was saturated, and the government berated. Next election they'd be rolled. So they sit there by the river, where the flow had fairly withered, and the shit sits on the liver, for no fish can e'er be trolled. All the hills had quite a scrubbing, they'd eroded from the flooding. Next thing toes would soon be stubbing on great nuggets bearing gold. And the locals kept the secret, it was theirs and they would keep it. Or so high you couldn't leap it, there was no one on the dole. Paradise was resurrected, with a given few selected, made a fortune unsuspected with the mineral they sold. Then the government directed that the dam be re-erected. Concrete blends were then perfected. Proper contractors were polled. So the brand new dam's completed, and the fishers are all seated, looking very much conceited, sparkling teeth of Mingo gold.
The part about the flood in 2011 was absolutely true and caused devastation right throughout the North Burnett, the South Burnett, and the major Burnett River as well, which empties into the sea just beyond Bundaberg, and the flooding was horrendous and the damage done was just awful. At Mingo Crossing, they had recently built a new bridge to cross the Burnett River, and they said it would never flood. Well, during this flood, the water came up to the guardrails of the bridge, which is dozens of metres above the water. So you can imagine how much damage this flood did. Unfortunately, when the dam breached, no gold was found. That was all made up. But that's what poetry's all about. That's called poetic licence. So I haven't had my licence taken away yet, so I'll keep plodding on. All right then, that's it for today. Please like, subscribe and share and press the notification button, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.